boa tarde. It's my second day here in Algarve and I've driven to Guia. It's a town I've never been to before and it holds its place for the pride of being the best Piri Piri around. So I thought I'd order some. It costs €15 for a whole chicken. Gonna split it between the three of us. I also ordered a portion of fries and some Algarvian salad. So I'm gonna have a piece of chicken first to try that. Bit of the salad. And a bit of the fries as well. And I think they charge 30 cents for ketchup. I might give that a miss. So, here we go. It is firm. Looks, oh, it's soft on the inside as well. So, I'll try it without any of the salad or fries. So, here we go. Oh, get a closer look at it actually. Right, now it's going in my gob. Now that is a lot softer than I expected. Juicy, tender, full of flavour. And the salad? They've zinged up the tomatoes. Yeah. That's good. And the fries or chips. They're hand cooked. A little bit on the thin side, but I'm not complaining. And they're slightly crispy, and that's the way I love my fries. Right, you can leave me in peace now. Just as an added footnote there, I stand corrected, there's no charge for ketchup or mayo. For some reason it was on the menu as a starter for 30 cents. So I've asked for some, and some piri piri sauce there, and they're the condiments. So I'm going to enjoy it much better since I have them. I must say that Piri Piri chicken was definitely worth it, and it cost us, believe it or not, including the tip, $8.50 each for all that. Couldn't believe it. Great value indeed. So I'm now around the corner at, just look up the name because I always forget it, Pasteleria Colibri, and this is a first for me. Ordered a bolo de balim. Not sure the history of it, or the ingredients, but I'll fill you in the description below what's in it. So read it. Have you read it? Good. So let's take a taste of it. This is donut dough covered with icing sugar. I'll try and get the inside of it. Have a closer look if I open that up for you. Very sweet, but not painstakingly sweet. I can manage it. And I also ordered a mate de lait, which is, as I mentioned in the previous vlog, the mainland version of a chinisa in Madeira. Oh, good coffee. Right, leave me in peace now. That coffee absolutely hit the spot then. And just across the road from the coffee shop, or pasteleria, was this interesting church you can see behind me. It's historical and it's called Mida de Nossa Senhora de Gaia. That's in Portuguese at the top, and the translation in English, the Chapel of Our Lady of Gaia. And according to oral tradition, the chapel stands on the site where the Virgin Mary is said to have appeared. So this is the locals' very own Fatima. The chapel was severely damaged by the Great Earthquake of 1755, but was later rebuilt. There are traces of 17th century artwork, such as tile panels on the walls of the chancel and the skirting in the body of the chapel, and Baroque elements, of which was the gilt carved altarpiece especially noteworthy. That's interesting. I will just go inside quickly, because at initial glances of it, oh, bars on the window there, it did look interesting. Wow, oh my goodness, this is fabulous. And a little duck pond in the middle. Well, not a duck pond, but you know what I mean. Looks like it's a fountain anyway, but not in use. This courtyard is absolutely gorgeous. And now you have the Portuguese tiles in formation. I like that. And crucifix there. Yeah, I love just walking around randomly and discovering new things because it makes vlogging more interesting. Right, so let's head off to the next spot. So after a 20-minute drive, I'm now at Praia da Marinha, right on the coast, which is famous for those rocks which form a heart-shaped formation if you look at it at different angles. So here is the view in front. Can't complain, it's a lovely view. And these are the first rocks I've seen of the Algarve coast. As they pan around, there's one of the leisure boats out in the sea. Oh, some information there about Marinha Beach, and it's been awarded and classified as one of the 100 most beautiful beaches in the world. Okay, we're going to head down there now and see for ourselves. So to the left of that viewpoint, which is down from the car park, you'll find these steps. So just follow them down and hopefully it should bring you down to the beach. And is that a tunnel I see ahead? No, oh, sorry, I thought it was a tunnel then. No, it looks like a gate at the end. No, we continue even further. Oh, look at that view. I think that's the first proper glimpse of the beach below. Even more steps to contend with. So I think there's going to be a lot of steps judging from the steepness of how far down that beach was. Yeah, you can see the final lot of steps down below, followed by a ramp. There is a snack bar here, but it is cash only, just to be warned. Right, my final steps of the wooden variety. And this is it. I've set foot proper on my first beach in Algarve, Praia da Marinha. It's a small beach, cozy, and only a few people around. The waves look a bit hectic there. Lifeguards are on duty and on their phones. Enough said about that. Yes, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna nip down and get a closer look at those waves there. I don't want to get splashed too much, so I will err on the caution of safety because the camera I have now isn't waterproof. So I've been splashed. It luckily went up to my ankles, so it was safe, safe enough. And that one has splashed me a little bit higher, but I'm not going to chance it anymore. I'm going to go up, and I can't go up that way because it's too steep. You can have a look at the sandbank there, but up ahead it looks feasible. I just follow those footprints there. Yeah. Oh, I just fell down then. So, made it up. So it's just the bottom of me, which is a little bit wet and sandy. So leaving that all behind me now, and I might go for a walk along the cliffs. Oh dear, that was one of the most sketchiest drone flights I've ever partaken in, because I tried to launch it and the first time the gulls were attacking it from all angles. Luckily there was a maneuver which I'd learnt about, so if a bird starts attacking you, you either go up or you go down, because birds can't go up and down, they have to go all diagonally round to get to you, whatever angle that is, but not up and down. Then I thought, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Second time I launched, I just did a quick one, as you saw, with the drone flying away from me from the viewpoint above Marinha beach. And then they started attacking, but I quickly brought it back and did those same maneuvers to avoid it. Now, decided to go for a walk down closer to the cliff edge and share these views with you. And from what I could see, it looks like I may have discovered what I was looking for, but it may be a slightly different angle. It's a heart shape made out of rocks, but once you get it at the right angle, you know what I'm talking about. A Praia da Marinha. There's a few people having their photos taken here, so I'll leave them be and I'll go around this side. It's interesting to see this famous Algarve landmark at a slightly different angle, and I have to stop tripping over roots, otherwise I'm going to end up down below. And most of you wouldn't want that, even though I know one or two of you would be happy enough to see that. And all the way back there you can see where I started the walk, from whence I came. So looking at the main viewpoint, there seems to be a queue of people up ahead, but I'm going to fight my way through. Go this way. And some of these shrubs are prickly, so be careful and mind your stepping, because if you look down below it is uneven, but it's not too steep anyway, it's manageable. So here we are at the top, and there are some safety railings here, so it should be all right. And that is where everyone is grouped, and some of them have been naughty, so they've gone on the other side of that fencing. And you know how much I love being a naughty boy. You're a naughty boy! I've gone on the other side of that fencing too. So let us see this magical spot in all its glory. Here it is, the heart of Algarve, Praia da Marinha. And if I go at the right angle, we're almost there. You can get it. Or it could be down at that gate there. I'll have a look in a moment just to compare notes. This is the viewing platform further down, so I think we were at the right spot because that doesn't look the right shape even. But I suspect what might have happened is rocks may have eroded away and fallen into the sea. So that could explain why we didn't see the proper full shape of the heart, which those famous photos may have been taken a few years ago. Here's some of the flora and fauna you'd be expected to spot on this part of Algarve. And for the animals, I expect you to be extremely quiet, and possibly first thing in the morning, you'd be most likely to spot them. And just directly behind me, where that flora and fauna notice board was, there is a cave, but it's fenced off, as you can see, from all the way around. Shall I be a naughty boy and go over and show you what's down there? Or should I play it safe and show you only what I can see from up above? No, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and be a naughty boy. I'll just clamber under here. You can see my shadow, but I'm gonna be very, very careful. And I can hear the sea splashing underneath. Can you see the water there? The sea is glistening there, and this is as far as I dare to go. Here's another cave, except this one you can see a lot better down below, even though it's fenced off. It's okay. I don't have to risk it for the biscuit to show you guys it. Let's make life hard for Roo in his hiking along the Algarve, because these steps I've got to contend with and drag myself up. Managed to get up that bit there. I think that was the hardest part so far on this little hike, and I think that ends just this section. I thought it goes round, but I think I have to go back the way I came and head back that way somewhere. But in the meantime, just enjoy this view with me. That water looks rough. Wouldn't want to be jumping in that and caught in all those swirls, eh? Not allowed. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, be a naughty boy, because there is a gap at the left of the fencing, and I have to show you this absolutely gorgeous, fantastic beach, where it's a possibility that some of the boat tours which operate here, they may land there and have their barbecues. By the way, that might look familiar to some of you up ahead, those of you who are well travelled along this part of Algarve. And here's another not allowed. And they can fine you between 30 to 300 euro. Depending on your preference or severity of the offence. But once again, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, be a naughty boy. Just go past the fence here. Because this is the world famous Benagil Cave, and the tide is high at the moment. I wouldn't risk landing on that beach because there is no beach at the moment. But just further up along about, I think it's about here, there is a roof, an open roof, where you can view the cave from above. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here's a happy moment for me. I'm about to present to you one of the world's most famous touristic caves, and I was here, well, almost here, back in October 2019, and this time I am a lot closer to it. May I present to you the one and only Benagil Cave, way! And it's another not allowed, as you can see by that sign, with a fine of 30 to 300 euro. I wonder how much they're raking in, but there is a gap by the wooden fence there, which allows me to risk it for the biscuit, as I want to get more up close and personal with her. Wow, you can see all the way down, of course, which is what I expected, with the sunlight glistening, and it is approaching 7 p.m. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And I remember saying on my vlog when I was on the tour with Algarve Experience that the lines on the back of the cave on the wall, they reminded me of Jupiter. So that just about completes this leg of my vlog to here. So what do you think of that, Alonso? You got a shout?
Very good.
That's the loudest I've heard him shout. And Lottie.
Lovely.
She said lovely in case you didn't hear it, because the sound of the waves is drowning out my voice, but it does sound like music to your ears from nature's point of view. You know what I forgot to do, ladies and gentlemen? I forgot to say it's time for the flying camera. But never mind, you got the gist of it. And I hope you enjoyed those shots. Getting a bit closer to Benagil Cave. And I was a little bit apprehensive that I was taking it easy. I actually wanted to fly down into as far down as I could go and out one of the exits, but I thought it'd be a bit sketchy, especially with the waves and that going up and down and splash and that. So I could save that for another time. So we're about 12 minutes from sunset and we've come to this spot, which is Ermida de Nossa Senhora de Rocha. Some of you may know it. It's a famous church on a rock, and whoa, the light is looking amazing as we speak. Just have a look at it. You'll see it better as we approach the side of it. Just looks so pristine and white and clean. Well, what else do you expect? It is a church. And I have seen it from the sea down below when I did that tour with Algarve Experience when we were going to Benagil Cave. So this is it, getting right up close and personal, which is how I like to do things. Oh, look at that bell. I wonder if it still works. And there's some candles lit up for loved ones. And the entrance to the church itself. And I bet you they've locked it. They won't let me in. Correct. And there is the altar. It's absolutely tiny. And look at those gorgeous pastel colours on the horizon. What I am seeing, they are the actual colours themselves. And I hope the music playing below isn't copyright. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't make it out. Or maybe it's from the house up yonder, just below the glowing sun. Yeah, the sun is coming up to the horizon now, just beyond those trees and buildings. So I guess the only way I can show you that is with the drone. But I'm really hoping that the gulls don't attack me this time. So I guess now that it's time for the flying camera. So folks, hope you enjoyed that sunset into dusk drone flight here at Porches. I think that's the name of this spot. I hope I pronounced it right. If I haven't, just correct it for me in the comments. So that is just about it from me, Rue. But before we go, please like and subscribe. I'd love you to join me on the rest of my journey. And whilst I was here, I ran into a couple of people who are from Hobbygunge, but they live in London and they are visiting. So let me introduce you. You have Miss Dolan, who has her own YouTube channel. And what's the name of the channel?
My YouTube channel is Dolan Kitchen.
So please subscribe. I will leave a link below, people. And this gentleman, Apna Naam Ki?
Safik.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ro. He's a lovely man. We just met in Faro. We really enjoyed the time. He making film of us. We love it. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you. And I hope to see you again soon.
Yes.
Okay, everyone. You all take care of yourselves and have a great week. And until next time, bye. Allah Hafiz. It's
Wait,
mine.
sorry, start.
So after a 20-minute drive, I'm made it up. So, luckily, there was a maneuver. Luckily, there was a maneuver. I was locked onto you and me. Hang on. Draw box.
2, 1.
You're still in the shot. You just carry on walking as normal. Or just... No, cut it. But once again, I'm going to be... What do you think of that, Alonso? You got to shout.
Very good, very good.
You're so descriptive these days. You know what I forgot to do, ladies and gentlemen? I forgot to say it's time for the... So that is just about it from me, Rue, here at or above Benagil Cave in Algarve, Portugal on this Friday. Let me check the date.